here. Well, I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Thought I'd do a little chat at home, but on Thursday I will be back up London. So yeah. So basically, I thought I'd have a chat today about decluttering, because collections can get overpowering, and see about decluttering and seeing how it goes. See about well, just checking and make how the sound goes. So it's going fine. So that's good. Let me know if you're in the comments. Well, let me know. So yeah, I've in the last 4 weeks, basically downsized my collections. 2 of my collections were basically books and DVDs and videos and Blu-rays. All right there. And bad at names. All right, Mikkel. And hello, Odor. Like I said, I'm really bad at names sometimes, so I am bad at that. Build my speech therapy. So yeah, as I was saying, I've been downsizing my collections, and getting a bit overpowering. I had books. One of the part I used to read lots and lots of books, mainly sci-fi and horror. Couldn't beat a bit of Deskins. Like I said, yeah, I butcher names. And I was going through the books, and I was like, when was the last time I read some of you? And I was like, quite a while. Some of them for 2020. So we know how long ago that was, don't we? So I thought, I think it's time to downsize. You know what I'm like, Mikkel? I'm bad at names. You should know that. You can't talk. You're bad at names as well. I mean, I butcher any name, don't I? I mean, butcher some cows' names. So yeah, I thought, let's downsize collections. I thought time for some of these books to go to new homes. I mean, yeah, I could literally, because it's paper, I could have put them all into the recycling, and they were being ripped up and put into the recycling and gone to make new things. But I thought, I don't really want you to be recycled. I'd rather it be somebody else could get a chance to read it, who may have been after one of these books or not. I mean, most of these books, they're not that common, but they are still semi-common. So, I mean, a lot of these books, especially my Star Trek books, they was over, pardon me, someone's talking about me. They was over 20, 30 years. So I thought, right, let's downsize them. Let's just... I thought, first I thought I'll see if I get any money. Just having a sip. And I thought, right. So, with the books, I'm going to go from the books first. I'll end up going for this company called Welder Books. You might see them on YouTube. Not YouTube. They might have a YouTube channel, you don't know. But I saw them on eBay. And I bought books off them in the past. And I thought, they do it. They have an app and you can sell books to them. Nice. I do check in charity shops. That's where I end up putting some of these books. Hello, Fifi. And I thought, right. So I thought, let's see if I can get any money for any of these books. Yeah, I got some money, but nothing special. But like I said to my brother, yeah, I could have tried selling each one of these books on eBay, all vintage, for £1 or £2. Then I can't give 3 posts, so I'm looking at another 3. So you're looking at like £4, £5 a title, and then how quick will I sell it? So I thought, best way, sell it to these guys, and any old books they don't. Yeah, basically that's what I did actually, trade them in, and so I managed. I mean, I downside my books for. I think I've got rid of about 200 books, at least. Don't think it was over that, but I literally had books in corners, in drawers, behind things. I had books everywhere, and I think all the books they got about 100 of them, and so it worked down to. I mean, some of them I did get £1.50, £2 per book, but others were 8p, 10p, 20p, nothing special, but it adds up. I mean, like I said, I managed to get £100 out of them, and the rest of them I've literally given them all to a charity bookshop. So they're all, fingers crossed, at some point will find new homes. And I mean, yeah, you could literally tried, but I mean, I know when I last got rid of my books, and I'm talking 20 years ago, there was people that used to buy bulk sell books, and you can make some good money back then. Basically, like all the Star Treks, I literally traded, well, give the charity shop and sold. I mean, I was getting about £1.50 back in the day, selling them to these shops. But like we know, it's all on the internet now, and they're selling these books for about £2, £3 online, including free posts. So, you know, so it's a lot easier just doing that way. Yep. Now going to the DVDs and Blu-rays. Now CEX. Now, like we know, they do DVDs, games, electronics. But I was also downsizing on my DVDs and Blu-rays. Also, I went through. I got a like entertainment cupboard where I keep all my DVDs, videos, Blu-rays, the works. And I was going through them all, and I said, right, what am I not going to watch? What have I got that I just kept? Because I had DVD from my mum, I've had DVD from my dad, and I kept. And you know, I may watch you. So I was going through lots of titles. I was like, no, no, no. So again, I went to CEX and see what I can get. Sad fact it was, literally, most of the titles were a penny. Literally a penny. And I think DVDs, I think I've done over 200 DVDs, I'll say. So I was like, So, oh well. I mean, I managed to get 24 quid out on about 7 titles. But the rest of them, it was like, So again, I give to the rest of it. I mean, again, I went to Wilder Books. They don't just take books. Now, I thought they did the books, but then I saw in there, when I scanned something, it said, you sure if this is a book, DVD, or video. Well, I mean, or a Blu-ray. So I thought, oh, you must take DVDs then. And yes, they do. So I thought I'd put, hello you. Before I give any of them to charity, I went through all my DVDs, scanned them all in, and I managed to get another £15 out of the DVDs. So not bad. But I think the main thing was trying to make, I think it's good to get a little bit of money in, but it was also decluttering, because this room was full of books. I don't mean like crammed, but I had books behind that cabinet. I had books underneath the drawer. I had books elsewhere, and I'll tell you something, somebody's definitely talking about me. And I had books in the photo of the screenshot. I had books down the side of that as well. And so I had books all over the place, basically in my bedroom. Books is unreal. Oh, I'm a bit pixelated. And so, don't know why the signal's got a bit bad. So yeah, apologise about the signal. Because I've got it on the TV so I can read the subtitles as well. Even though I've got you here, but I've also got you on a big TV. So yeah, I was saying, so I was like, I need to declutter, because sometimes I think I do the same with my collections, like all around. Sometimes I go through and I go, who knows? And something might have been going over. But yeah, so I was like, sometimes the collections get over, I've become a little bit of a hoarder, I suppose, in times. I like my kitchen at one point had so much in there. I also collect vintage advertisement, vintage tins. My kitchen got, Mikhail can tell you, then my kitchen at one point, it wasn't really much free service space to prepare any food. And so, but again, I downsized that. I did some years ago. And I've got to admit, when I did it, at first I was like, oh, looks a bit empty. But after a while, I was like, no, actually, this looks better. And I've got to admit, I am tempted to do it again in my kitchen. It's downsized some more of my old tins and advertisements. I am. Because sometimes you just need to have a clear out, I mean, I'm also going to be doing an unboxing later on. That's why that box is right there. And it's like collections. Now, I have a saying. I mean, a lot of collectors don't have these sayings. I mean, a lot of collectors come a little bit hoarders, I suppose. If I can't put it on, if they can't put it on show, they put it in boxes and put it away. Well, I have a saying, and so does my brother, that if I can't put it on display, then it's no point having it. Because if I can't enjoy something that I have bought, well, they are, I agree with that, tins are popular, and I'd rather whatever I've got, that if it's been put away, somebody who also collects that will buy it and put it on display so it can be loved. Because in as much as I may love all this, but if it's been put away in a box and you don't see that box for years and years, do you really love what you put away? Now if it's memories, like toys you had as a kid, yeah, even I would not have got rid of them. Now, I mean, I got rid of them years and years ago. And truthfully, I don't think I had many of them, the toys left when we moved twice when I was a kid, so, that's it. Like Mikhail just said, when you don't drive, you can't do boot fairs, or markets. So you are limited. So it's like time for other people to enjoy your stuff. I mean, I've got into anime quite a bit. It's like these guys. I'll just hold it up there for a moment. Now, me not understand Mikhail. So, and it's like, oh, yeah. I didn't burn that many, Mikhail. Thank you very much. I may have done a couple bangers into and tied them up and saw them explode. It was war. Yeah. I mean, what kid didn't? Well, what can I say? Not all kids did. So, and a lot of collectors only have so much room. So I always think, well, it's always better to pass them on. It is. I mean, let me know in the comments, do you declutter? I know Mikhail does at the moment because he's got a certain reason. Do you get rid of stuff? And so on. I mean, or whatever. So, like I said, I've got a couple of unboxing we're going to do on here in a little bit. So yeah, I mean, or am I just a weird person that declutters? Because sometimes I think that what could be my mindset, that I'm not part of the community, because I don't hoard. I don't think, but then not all of them do. I mean, that's right, you have. And you're going to get your proper little place. So it's a lot easier. I mean, see them guys at the top there, them 12-inch Star Wars figures. Now again, this is what I'm on about, where I have all right, Jonathan, that I have decluttered over years and years and years. I have. Mikhail can tell in the comments, at one point I had near enough every single Lord of the Rings figures that came out back in what is it? I mean, when did they come out? Late 90s? Early 2000s? Yeah, early 2000s, I think. I got rid of them all. I did. You can have it, no one, you can say hello. Nice to meet you, Ronald McDonald. So over the years, I've always downsized and clear collections, because sometimes it can be one or two. It could be one of many reasons why you get rid of your collections. Number one reason for most ones that do it, they need the money. So that's one of the most number reasons you always get collectors that who get rid of collections, they need the money. For some reason they need it. Could be whatever reason. That's right, okay. And another reason is you decided you don't like them no more, or it doesn't bring nothing to you. I mean, so, don't know, Paul. So what can you say? I mean, I've done it myself. I've watched other YouTubers showing me 80 toys. Now, Jonathan. Jonathan just brought an interesting question. Is it more easier to get rid of vintage collectibles to modern collectibles? With me, they're equal. But I tell you what's really hard for me to get rid of. That lot there. Star Wars. Anything else, in a sense, I can get rid of quite easily. In some aspects. I mean, I've gone through quite a lot of collections over my collecting life. Probably at least... I've been collecting since early 2000s. Yep, that is the main thing. Postage can be there. And I've collected many things over the years. From Doctor when they first started coming out. And I don't mean the 80s figures, I mean when the new Doctor came out. Yeah. Huh? Cool. I know some people literally don't collect anything over the 90s, so you're not the only one I know that don't do that. I collect anything that I love. Like I said to you, I collected all the Lord of the Rings figures when the films came out, and cool. Yeah, gotta admit, I know one of the biggest reasons why I got rid of the Lord of the Rings figures, they didn't come with stands. And the amount of times they used to fall over. Again, like I said, Doctor Who figures. Another thing, they didn't come with stands. I mean, I don't know about that Ronald McDonald, about the 90s for the best decade ever. I'm an 80s boy. But I will say there were still some good toys that came out in the 90s. And I still say there's some good toys came out in the O's. And I think, okay, it goes down and down. There's probably some good stuff that came out in the 1Os. Just not that many. Don't ask me which ones, because I can't tell you. That's how, So, is it easier to downsize? I mean... No. I mean, I think most collectors will say to you that I think if it's like, I mean, I've always said if I decide to get rid of the Star Wars collection now, because this is my 4th time collecting it over my collecting life, I don't think I would ever collect Star Wars again. I don't. I think that would be it. As much as and I'm one of the rare ones that I enjoy quite a lot of the new stuff. Not all of it's great. Some episodes are really terrible, and some of the films don't get me started. Blimey, remakes, different title, not remakes. Anyway, you see, you're getting me started. As you see, I talk with my hands. I'm playing a piano. Yeah, I'm a nutter. It's like I've got Britons on that shelf behind me. I always know roughly how much my stuff is worth. Because I've been collecting for years. I've also been selling for years. So you get to know roughly what things are worth. But again, if you don't know yourself, sometimes it's always worth. See, a lot of people say, well, what did you pay? But sometimes you can't go by that. Because you might have picked up a bargain. Or you may have overspent on something. when you've overspent on something and you say later on, say you bought something that cost you £700. Okay, I've never have. I'm just doing a bigger sample. But you overpaid, way overpaid. You're just getting into the collection, just started collecting something. And the thing is, I said to you, I haven't done it, not that amount. You go all in. Then a couple of years, 4 years down the line, you decide, right, you're going to get rid of it. And then you're like, then you think, what? It cost me blah, blah, blah. Right. And then you start realizing that's when you've overpaid. And then you don't make your money. You are going to make a loss. But that's, sad fact is, like, I've done that. I have. And I would say a lot of collectors have probably done it. And I don't know if any of them would be that honest and say, oh no, but anyone that says they've never done it, well, they're lying. You can't always be brilliant. I mean, and sometimes it's like, like I said, I'm doing a couple of unboxings. I mean, this is just a packet. I mean, it's like these Lego figures. Now, these cost me £8 off vintage. Now, they're the 2 other Lego figures for Back to the Future that came out with the game. And I saw them on vintage for £8. And that's a good price. But again, you've got to have an idea. I mean, another question or answer. Huh? That's good. I would go, right. What can I afford? Can I afford to do it? And so on. And sad fact, I mean, I've gone to shops. I mean, some years ago, I bought a big mask collection, I did. Big mask collection, the 80s Kenner line. I bought probably about 10 vehicles. Not all of them was complete. I worked out about, I was in the mask collection on the groups. I did work out, I did overspend a little bit, but I had enjoyment. So it's another thing you got to also look at where you overspend, but did you enjoy yourself? Did you enjoy what you picked up? Answer is, you probably did. Yeah. So like Mikhail just said, the beanbag crazy. I mean, some of them were thousands are worth nothing now. Say you put one of them beanbags back in the day that was worth 50. I don't think they was ever worth that much, but £10,000. You paid that, and the day you try to sell it, you never get your money back. You probably won't even get 1,000. I mean, it's like fish, it's like I was saying, fish collection. At the moment, it is worth because it's in the line. But give it 10 years, 20 years down the line, I don't think Star Wars be worth as much as it is. Or I could be wrong. It may go up in value. But what you got to remember, this is plastic. And plastic falls apart. With age, it deteriorates, falls, So yeah, so you say, 20 years down the line, most of that would be like 70 years old. Yeah, you can say nearly be just under 70 years old. How many of it will still be left in good shape? Probably, the amount that's out there, probably still a fair bit. but there will also be a lot of it falling apart. So I think you got do what you can get. I mean, look at these. I'm going off Trampton at the moment, but there's nothing new. I mean, Mick will tell you. Oh yeah. I wish I mean, look at this. Gotta admit, I do. Not that I don't care, but it would be nice that they are real. But I think he might be missing his helmet. I do. But I've got the 2 Legos. I'm also collecting Lego now. Like I go to different subjects. I know I said about decluttering, what I've already said, what I've done. I might show you. Because you're on tripod at the moment, so I might take you around and show you what I've got rid of. I do quite like these. Quite interesting. Now these definitely did come from the game. Yeah, I wonder how I got into Lego, Mikkel. Oh, it's not. I thought that was stuck on then. So yeah, because I've got 2 Dylans. Lego is a great, fantastic toy. I mean, what kid hasn't had Lego? I had Lego back in the day. I'm going to tell you a story. What I did with my Lego. I had many sets as a kid, and I mean, when I say many, actually, when you think about it, probably not that many. I probably had about 20, 30 sets. Now, I used to build some of these sets over and over and over again and put them parts away. I remember getting all the instructions together because there wasn't a thing called internet. Not in them days. I went, I don't need these instructions. I know how to build these. Guess what? No, I didn't. Once I filled the instructions away, I took it apart and went to build it again a little while later. I couldn't remember how to build it, and I had all the space stuff. Crazy. So, little tip, don't throw away your instructions because you're going to need them. But another good thing about Lego is technically Lego is options are models. I can give you my option on models. They're great. Again, something else I used to do as a kid and as a teen and as an adult, make lots and lots of models. Cool. I used to regularly go into model shops, toy shops. So the most toy shops would have models in. I would buy a model. I think, but the thing is, cheers to you, that I think models now, if you go and buy them brand new, they can be quite expensive. I used to do a lot of dioramas, like from Tambi, the Japanese model company. Now you buy the Tiger tank. Back in my day, the Tiger tank was around £15, £20. Now I'm talking in late 90s to early 2000s, if I can wrap my brain over it. Now, as you see on my channel, I've been doing model shops. So, and get the trade out so people know model shops still exist and people still love doing it. Thank you very much. Tiger tanks, they are so expensive now. But I last saw a Tambi Tiger tank was something like £45 to £50. You know, I mean, models used to be pocket money. You know, they're not no more. But then, I want to say it, what kids now are doing models? They're not. I mean, including myself. I look at the models when I film these models and I go, oh, you're great, I love you, you know. But I don't build them no more. She certainly did. And shame is we can't get that Lego set because it's cost too much. I think last time we saw that Lego set was about £300. Don't worry. That is all right, Ronald McDonald. So yeah, I mean, Lego is something you play with. Back in the day, and like Mikhail said, it is more of a display item now. I mean, but if kids still buy it, and they do, you guarantee they will. Yeah, I know it's your birthday in a couple of months' time, and no, I'm not buying an Egyptian Lego set. I'll try and find a figure from it. I'll find you a mummy. So yeah, it's like I've got into, like I said, I've got an unboxing as well, big one. It's like I've got into these. Now, before we go into this, we'll carry on with the models. So yeah, I mean, but you know, I had a rabbit as well actually. I had a white one, and she disappeared. So I'm not going to say anything more, but I know even later we had rabbit stew. Who knows? Funny how my rabbit disappeared and we had rabbit stew a couple of nights later. I did live in the village. So yeah, that I've got this. I mean, I've got into Playmobil as well. I didn't think I would ever get into Playmobil. And then Playmobil started bringing out vintage. I can't actually remember what my rabbit was called. It's been, you know, and I'm talking when I was about 8 or 9. So that's how long. So we're living on my nan's. She might have been called Star or Snowy. So you know, I've literally just got a couple of them. I picked up the James Bond. Yes. Yeah, I got a feeling that's what happened to my rabbit as well. So that's what I think happened to, So I picked up the James Bond one. The video will be out in a couple of days' time for that. Quite, it's. I've also done the Ghostbusters vehicles, and I picked up one that I'll be doing a proper read-through. Really, I just want to see. I mean, the sellers packed it nice, so it's good. There's another tip: if you sell your stuff, right, remember to pack it properly. License to Kill is a good film. There's too many I like, really the best. Moonraker's one of the ones I got me, I do like. So yeah, I mean, piece of paper. Oh, no piece of paper. So yeah, I mean, no piece of paper. And I packed it. Yes, is make sure you pack it properly. Like this person did. I mean, come here. It'd be nice if Playmobil does have a couple of James Bond vehicles. Like the Under the Water one. and the one where he went skiing. And obviously one where I think it's the License to Kill one where the wheels go to ski. He's certainly packed this properly. I don't know if you can tell what vehicle it is. Can you tell? And the thing is, the story of this is me and my brother was in Thailand a couple of months ago. I know what your favourite film starts with a T. It's not a lorry, by the way. And we went to this night toy market. Every week we went there. We was there for about 3 weeks. So we went to that toy fair 3 weeks in a row. Night market. There weren't just toys there. Mikhail would tell you as well. There was lots of other stuff. But quite a lot of toys. There was a box. One just had this box. It had a couple other bits with it. It certainly is. And I asked how much. And I remember rightly, he said about 2,000 or 3,000 Thai bahts, what equals to about 50 to 75. But I can't remember if it was 2,000 or 3,000. I think it was about 2,800, if I remember rightly. And I was like, oh, good price. But I went away thinking, not sure. And then I checked on eBay, and no, not a good price. I said, right, I'll get one off eBay. I didn't. Can you guess what it is yet? They say it has a dog in it. Let me show you that bit. Is it? Can you guess what it is now? Nice to meet you, Andrew. Yes, it's Scooby-Doo. And I saw this there, and I really liked it. Now, I can't remember what this comes with. I've got some extras here. I mean, look at that. Now, I'm sure in the cartoon, you can order you, didn't I? Oh, I know, yeah. You got it correct, Scooby-Doo. Now, I'm sure in the cartoon, the vehicle's more of a different shape. But obviously, they couldn't really do the cartoon version. But you gotta admit, that is nice. Mikhail said to Molly McDonald that he was going to order some dinner with you. So you probably know what he's saying. Hello, Fifi. You jealous again that I'm talking? So yeah, I mean, that is pretty impressive. I really do like it. Right. Let's see what it comes with. Because I can't remember what it came with. Obviously, there's a roof. We got the pothead. Shabby. 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 I can't say his name. See, don't mean I put your fake names as well. So I've got him. Also reminds me a bit of Star Trek. I like what they're up to. I mean, I don't know if you can see what they're up to, but it looks like they're doing something. Oh, got a ghost. But I will say, at least I've got the full crew, I think. I don't really need a ghost, but I've got a ghost. Yeah, I've got the rear. It is definitely the full crew. There's the main star of the show. I mean, how many of you watched Scooby-Doo when you were a kid? Or as an adult? Come on, be honest. Yeah. William McDonald, don't you worry. Mikhail reads and he understands, my friend. He's like me. We don't get upset. I mean, you never know. Could be in the extras, Mikhail. I mean, Scooby-Doo was one of the best, like I said, one of the best cartoons that you had as a kid. I mean, now here's a question for you. I know there's not many in the comments. What do you... Oh, I know a lot of people don't like Was his nephew? Yeah, his nephew. Yeah, Scrappy. Yeah, not a lot of people like Scrappy. I do know that. Because it was annoying little... So people think you look like Shaggy, eh? Now, like I was saying, cartoons. Now, out of these two cartoons, I'm going to say two, Tom and Jerry and Scooby-Doo. Which one do you think is better? I mean, technically they're both different, but they're both cartoons. I mean... And that's a hard one. See, I don't think I can answer that. Or can I? Oh yeah, this bit lifts off. It's had a crash. Right. Yeah, they definitely look like she's been doing something. Alright, stop it. It's not, it's meant to be a kids show. Tom and Jerry. Yeah, can't beat a bit of Tom and Jerry. Now, did you know Tom and Jerry never spoke till they did the movie? And I think the movie came out. I think if Kieran was in the comments, and he's not, he would say, so Mikhail, have a look. When did the Tom and Jerry movie came out? And that was the first time Tom and Jerry actually spoke. Live. And I'm sure the Tom and Jerry movie came out in the 2000s. I'd say 2005, 2002. Or I could be wrong. Could be the 90s. But I'm pretty certain it wasn't. So yeah, I mean, I'm quite impressed with this. I mean, that is a pretty impressive one. I will be doing a quick video of this later on, but I thought I'd show you here. Are you still on tape? Nice. That's cool. I do like that. I've got space for it as well. So what have we got here? So I think so. We got different sets. So we got one of the instructions where those came with. So that's cool. Yeah, load of accessories in there, and Scooby-Doo accessories. So yeah, probably his collars in there as well. What was I saying? Don't know. Anyway, put these away for the moment. Don't forget to hit the like button if you've been enjoying this little chat. So yeah, I mean, we've had a little unboxing. I didn't plan it, but it turned up today. So I thought I'd do an unboxing as well. Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I gotta admit, Tom and Jerry used to smoke and drink. Yeah. I look forward to seeing you again, Ronald McDonald. There we are. The movie came in the early 2000s. I gotta admit, I have seen some of the early Tom and Jerry's. So like Ronald McDonald. I'll pop in McDonald's tomorrow. You're good. I do like your handle. And you got to admit, and I don't know if Mary Whitehouse ever complained about Tom and Jerry with the amount of violence it had in it. And knowing her, she probably did. But, got a load of mess down here now. Was it now? Didn't realise it was black and white. At first. Interesting facts. I'm going to rename you Coon. So what other, with the people in the chat, what other cartoon shows did you enjoy as a kid? I have done, and in a minute I'll take you off tripod. And I'll show you what I got rid of. But I'll show you the empty spots. So I'll this is one lot of books left in here, and that's that shelf at the top. I am. Cool. All right, Palpatine. You're not on GTI racing then. Hong Kong Furry. Yep. Hong Kong Furry. No. Yeah, see, as soon as you say title, you remember the sound too. Hong Kong Furry. Yeah. I used to. I loved the cartoon. But blimey, he was a bit clueless, wasn't he? I mean, and I think, I'm not sure, but I don't think did you ever saw Hong Kong Furry on repeats? Top Cat, yep, another one. Did you notice a lot of cats back in the days? And when you say a lot, probably not a lot actually. 4 cat ones? Flintstones? Yeah. Yabba yabba doo. Amazing what you remember, ain't it, really? Same as I pizza cats. I don't remember that one. So they're like that other version. Yeah, I remember you watching Dexter Lab. Cool. Yeah, I'm rhubarb custard. See what I mean? How many cat cartoons and dog cartoons were there back in the day? Probably quite a lot. The thing is, now you rhubarb custard, I can actually hear the theme tune in my head, but I just can't say it or hum it. But I can hear it. No, it's there, but you know when Butt and the Moon. Well, of course I remember Butt and the Moon, and you saw them repeats. D'Artagnan and the Mustard Hounds. Yes, I loved that show. I've got it on DVD, by the way. Guess what? I've never watched it either on DVD, and I've had it for about 10 years. Danger Mouse. What was the other mouse? You had Danger Mouse. Back in Races, great. Follow the Pigeon, but I can't remember the full title. So that should be the theme tune. Follow the Pigeon. Can't remember what the theme tune was. Mighty Mouse, yes, that was the level one with Danger Mouse. 2 separate cartoons, but still a mouse. Then you had Speedy Gonzales. I can tell you right now, they will probably never remake that one. Because to them, that's probably very racist now. Yeah, Count Dracula, really good one. Now, I don't know anybody else remember. I mean, I'm sure some of you remember. Was it Wacky Races for Follow the Pigeon? Let me know if it was. But I think I got a feeling you're right. It was Wacky Races that Follow the Pigeon by Dust Tan and the man with the really smish. Right. Thank you very much. They had some wicked vehicles in that, didn't they? Now, Dungeons and Dragons. And yes, they did get home. Eventually. Only because a fan actually done it. Planet of Lakes. Yes, there was a cartoon of that as well. Yes, you are correct. Pretty certain there was. I know they did do cartoons of some of the shows. There we are. Star Trek. I was just about to mention Star Trek was done in anime or cartoon form back in the day. You know, I've got to admit, they had some weird crew in that Star Trek ones. I've seen some people actually make them figures. Really good. I mean, Danger Mouse. That was quite good. Powerpuff. I think they were called Powerpuff Girls. Not sure. Mikhail's a 90s boy. Yeah, it was on cartoon. Yeah. Oh, was it? Thank you much, Palpatine. That's it. That's Tan and Muttley. The thing is, my laugh used to sound like Muttley. It did. Spin up yet. Spin off on the Wacky Races, yeah. Because you also had another spin off on the Wacky Races with the lady. Can't think of her name. Lady Penelope. Like I said to you, I butchered names. Yeah. Ivory Knights. That's it. Very true. Like, I'm an 80s boy. Because I was born in the 70s. Yeah, Penelope Pit Stop. I'm just about to remember her vehicle actually in them. I do. And you know, when they no, it's a whole different person actually, Mikhail. You had Philip. Oh, were you talking about when I said lady? Yes, Sinbad was pretty good as well. How many now? Obviously, going off anime, as you just mentioned, Sinbad. How many movies did they do for Sinbad back in the day? And I think most of them was dubbed. But anyway, back to the cartoons. But I mean, I'm pretty certain. I think Mikhail brought you up in the chat a little while ago. Marvel and Superman. I mean Spider-Man, Spider-Boy, Spider-Man. There was also lots of cartoons that done for the superheroes. I mean, you had X-Men. No, that's definitely 90s. But there were early ones. But 80s wise, I'm not too sure of. There may have been. But yeah, I mean, don't know if you saw Palpatine. So definitely would have gone to the cinema and seen that. So yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy I picked that up. And you know what? I paid for it. You know, I saw this in Thailand, didn't buy it because it was too dear. Now, I wasn't going to pay £75 for it. I won't. I saw this on Vintage for £20. £20. So, I got a bargain. I'm quite happy with that. Can't wait to put it on display. So you had X-Men. Yeah, it was a bargain. As soon as I saw it, I went, you're mine. And I saw that in Thailand for around £75. And yeah, okay, with box. I don't need a box. And like Mick would tell you, the box didn't look that great because I think it had been on display for at least a couple of years. At least. I'm sure I saw it there the year before. I am. But yeah, I mean, cartoons, I think, was a big thing for us kids. I mean, I think most of us would rush home from school to watch our cartoons. I mean, you had He-Man, Thundercats. Now, I remember the Turtles. Huh? You had the diecast one. Nice. I mean, did I rush home? Yeah. That's right, Michael, I did. Pretty certain I did anyway. But you was watching the live streams back then when you was over here and I was over there. So yeah, pretty certain it was there. No, I did not watch that one. Then you also had, now, wasn't my cup of tea. Because I remember writing, I'm not actually sure if it was done as a TV show for kids. Abram Mole, 9 3/4. I'm sure it was just books. They may have done as a kid, but I remember rushing home from school to watch the shows. I mean, now see, a lot of people say, oh, what about Mask? I don't actually remember watching Mask. I don't. So, I did. I used to watch. Yeah. Now, if you're English, you might English. If you're from the UK, you might remember Battlestar Galactica used to be on at. I think about a moved time, but I do know at one point it was moved to BBC Two, and it used to be at 6 p.m. Or was it 5 p.m.? Because straight after Battlestar Galactica, they used to have Buck Rogers in the 25th century. And sometimes, you also had Monkey the Water Margin. Don't remember that one. I remember Monkey Magic. Monkey Magic? No. Monkey. Oh, Monkey! How it used to go on the thing. And that was dubbed. And did you know the monkey in Monkey was actually a female? Yeah. I mean, cool. Quite interesting the monkey was actually. Or Monkey. Yeah. Weird show. Have you tried rewatching it since? Yeah. Too weird. I'll have to look it up. I mean, like Mikhail said, I mean, if you was lucky you had a TV in your bedroom, you got to watch what you wanted. But if you didn't have a TV in your bedroom, you just had the TV in your living room, you have to watch whatever. To Mole People. Yes. The Mole People, you can't beat the Mole People. And the Mole People was redone twice. So I believe it came out 3 times. 70s. 90s. And I think again in the 90s. With a whole different cast. That's it. Dave. Monkey, Pixie, and I can't say the last name. And I remember, wasn't that last one the Walter Spirit? No, Pixie was the Walter one, wasn't he? Time Tunnel, yes. That's another one. Sadly, they never got home, did they? Land of the Giants? Yeah. Mikhail, you might remember Time Tunnel. You might. I used to watch it. Sandy. Rings a bell. Now, another cartoon. Jamie and the Magic Lamp. Or, I believe it might have been called the Magic Torch. Saffron still, yes, and it's on ITVX if you've I've saw it now. And sadly, another show that didn't carry on. And sadly, I didn't watch it as a kid. I don't remember Sports Billy. But I remember buying it and watching it. And I got to the very last episode. And it ends on a bloody cliffhanger. Thank you very much, Chef Still. I still don't know what happened to you two. All these years later. Yeah. I think there should be a law against TV shows doing cliffhangers if they might not be doing another series. Yes, I remember that one, David. I do collecting and the wheelies. Yes. Yeah. I think I could do a whole episode of cartoons. Easily. I mean, here's a question for the ones that in the chat. What was the best cartoon show that you came home to watch as a kid? And now, yeah, it's still on ITVX, Mikhail. Now, for me, I'm going to say ITV. I would say my best cartoon is to come home to watch. It's a mix, actually. No, I know which one. G-Force. I thought you were talking about the other G-Force I knew. Yeah, or had it also known Planet of the Apes? Planet of the Apes? Planet of the Planets? Or the proper Japanese title, and no, I can't say it. Gotcha Man? Gotcha Man? Is it Gotcha Man? Not sure. But yeah. So that was your favourite show you used to come home and watch with G-Force. Yeah, Battle of the Planets. I gotta admit, I used to quite like that show. And I found out. Have a drink. It was actually cut. And Bernard's Watch. Yeah, I think I remember that one. That actually it was originally all Japanese, and they dubbed it all, and they did the whole different storylines and cut scenes out and added some scenes. So it would be very interesting to get in the Japanese versions of it and seeing what happens. So yeah, Terrorhawks, yes. Space 99. I mean, I do know. I mean, Terrorhawks. I mean, how many kids were scared of her? I mean, that was one ugly woman. Yoji. So basically, you know, like Pokemon, if I remember right. It wasn't that one, Mikhail? Yoji-O. So they're very similar to Pokemon, I remember right. With cards. No, Pokemon, you connected animals, I think. Didn't really watch it. Yoji-O. Oh, that's Digimon, is it? The Mystery Cities of Gold. I had it on DVD. I couldn't watch it. I've not got it on DVD no more, sadly. And I remember watching it. I remember rushing home to watch. I can't remember what was on before Mystery Cities Go. And I can actually hear the theme tune in my head. But yeah, I tried watching it. I just couldn't get into it. And maybe I was in the right sit. You remember it, the theme tune. I think that's the thing. I mean, you do remember the theme tunes. Sometimes you can actually say it out loud. And sometimes you can't. Take a shot. So yeah. I mean, as I was saying about my it's got to be Dungeons and Dragons for my favourite cartoon show. Yeah. Again, sadly, like we know, only one season. 24 or 26 episodes, if I remember rightly. Yeah. Now, like people know, they did toys for it, but nothing actually was from the show. They was from the games. And like Scooby-Doo. There we are. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Where are you? Do-do-do-do-do-do. I gotta admit, I really do like this. I'll tell you something. I really like this. It needs lights. Oh, it's got a light. Wow. Oh, turn that off. So it's got a light for the front. So I'm going to play with my toy for a moment. Oh, you got lights? Oh. So you got a light for the rear. Why you not got lights in the front? Sports. Oh well. Yeah. Right, Mikkel. I was only thinking of the name the other day, and that film, it was a 2-part film, 3 hours long. Today it would be called a mini-series, and it was called no, it's not Godzilla. Galantius. I was trying to think when I was tidying up my DVDs and getting rid of DVDs. Begins with a G. Similar to a Titanic name. Titanic? No, I can't remember, but that film was a cracking good film. Sad fact is, Mikkel knows, it's actually available on YouTube, if you remember the name, and I don't. And Mikkel downloaded it for me. I can't watch it. It's, the graphics. It's terrible. That was a good one. I do remember that. It was very much a bit like Titanic, but it wasn't called Titanic. No, it wasn't Poseidon Adventure. Basically, the film done in the 70s, they might have thought about the Poseidon Adventure. This cruise liner sunk in the beginning of the Second World War, if I remember rightly. That's how it starts off, I think, if I remember rightly. Torpedoed by the Germans, if I remember rightly. It sinks. And then you go a flash forward to 1980s. Pretty soon it's 1980s or middle 70s. Goliath. Yes, Goliath Awaits. Thank you very much, Mikkel. Goliath Awaits. That's the name of the film. Or the mini-series, because it was actually over a 3-hour long film. So, probably would have been cast in the mini-series now. Basically, these two deep sea divers obviously take a dive in the ocean. Now, I'm pretty certain I think they're going towards America when they got torpedoed. If I'm pretty sure, I'm sure that's how it started off, but it is quite some years ago. ChatGPT, good old ChatGPT. Basically, they dive down, they find this liner underneath water, obviously, it's under the sea, ain't it? Duh. They're going around, exploring the outside, and suddenly they see this face at one of the portholes. And obviously they're thinking, oh no, he's losing. One of them thinking they're losing it. Then I think then they go back down with a couple of others, or just them two. I'm not too sure. But I'm sure there's 4 that goes in then afterwards. I am. And that's when you find out actually they managed to somehow live, managed to do auction. Bit like, what's his name? One it did 2,000 Leagues Under the Ocean, where he managed to do all the plants that give you auction. So yeah, it was a good film, you know, a good TV series. But yeah, I've never finished it off. You know the reason why I watched the first part. It was on Midran or ITVS. ITVS, that sounds wrong. IT. Yeah, it needs to be remade. Yeah. Oh yes. I came home. My mum had recorded it for me. I watched it. Found it was a 2-partner. But back in them days, in the 80s, because I was going to school, that's how I remember it. So yeah, I would say it's definitely a middle 70s film. Because ITV and TVS, there we are, TVS, didn't get the film straight away, or TV series. There always be some gaps. So mum said, well, part 2's on the mama. So mum said to me, I will film part 2. Or was I ill on that day? And I found it. Well, you know. Anyway, mum filmed part 2. She did film, she did try to film it. Just filmed the wrong side. Because we had TVS and we had London Network down here. And she recorded on the London Network, if I remember rightly. So, I never got to see part 2. And to my knowledge, so it is on YouTube. I thought it was. Might have to give it a watch. And so, never came. I don't think it's available on DVD. I don't even think it was available on video. I don't. I believe it was an American TV film that they made for the TV. Like, you know, they didn't make films for the TV. Went straight from TV films. Just look at Hallmark. That's just a full lot of films that go straight onto Hallmark. So, I mean, I used to have a name for them, didn't they? All them TV films. Can't remember. So, yeah, I mean, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's true. I mean, if you missed the film, it is on DVD and video then. Oh, I bet it is. Let me guess. £100? £100 too much. £100 too much? Nah, more like £80 too much. Or is it even more than that? I want to show you around. As I was saying, I've been having a bit of a downside, so I'm gonna swap the camera around. So bear with me. We're going movement. We are. I am. Rise of the Titanic. All right. That was a good film. All right. Bear with me. We're turning over. There we are. All right. Like I said, now we might get shakes. Now, like I said to you, I've had a move round. We had. Now, we're going to go right over this far corner first. Now, at the moment, I can't see the comments. But I can if anything comes up here. See in this corner here, I just have books all the way up. All the way. Right up to about there. As you see, there's no books there no more. I've got rid of every single one. They've all gone to charity or thrift shops if you're American or other parts of the world. So, or they've gone to World of Books. Now, also, and you see, I've got this in my Lego collection, so you're getting to see a little bit of my collection. Down here was also books. So I had a whole row of books down there. I did. They have not gone, but they're not there no more. They've gone into the bedroom. Well, actually, some have. I have. Now, just realise I have still got some books left in here as well. Them ones there. I may need to go through them. See what I've decided not to keep. Well, I haven't read some of them now for quite some years. So, yeah. They might need to find new homes. You know. Now, going back over here, I'd like to just realise. See the bottom shelf? That also had books. Again, they've been moved because I've downsized my collection and they've gone into the bedroom, the ones I'm keeping. Now, I thought I'd just show you a little bit. Right, just getting up. Right, come with me. Now, as you can see, I've got books up here, but some of the books that was originally up here are gone. I had lots of Doctor Who books, and I had never read any of the Doctor Who books that I had. And I've got to admit, actually, they weren't too bad on the books. All the books. I've got a nice little money for them. I actually made a profit, I think, on some of them. Made a change. So, yeah, so I've got a whole new books. Now, this is a great book series. The Lost Regiment. Cracking good one. So I kept them all. I remember reading these back in the day, and I've always kept them. Every time I've downsized my collection, this book series has always stayed with me because I have read this more than once. They did really try and do it. They brought a new series out, and I don't know if the author died when Fashaw, or something happened. He didn't do any more after the first new series of the books. Sadly, what was a shame. But in some aspects, another author did carry on by whole different chapters. Right, we're going to go into the bedroom now. Bear with me. Say hello. Don't speak then. Right. Now, I've managed to... these books, I have read some of these. Not all of them. But I've managed to find some room to put elsewhere. Now, I had books over here. And you can see, you're thinking, well, he still has. Now, I had books all along here. All along there. Got books behind that one and still have. But I also have books on this shelf. They're all gone now. I did. But I've managed to move books from my bedroom, from the living room into here. Because I've got rid of books that were here as well. And I've moved some of my Star Wars into here. So it's quite a lot. Then you can see, got 18. Sadly, it's been damaged. See that? Dungeons and Dragons. Now, these are some of the books I've kept. Now, still kept my comics, the ones I have. I've gone through them in the past. I've sold many of them over the years. And I got rid of some of my books. Hello, Fifi. And, so yeah, I had books all over the place. Now, I'll show you another area I had what I didn't show you. Now, do you see this far corner? I had books stacked all the way up, I did. All gone now. Also, underneath here, there's a drawer. That was 4 books. That was. See the drawers down there? They had books in. So you can see I had lots and lots of books. So I was glad to get rid of. And I do feel quite, let me get me back on here. Let me get you back down. So it's a little bit of a wander around, show you. Bear with me, bear with me. Right. So yeah, like I said, I still collect the VHSs. I do. I mean, VHSs, cool. I had more videos than a video shop at one point, back in the day. We moved 95. Yeah, 96, 96. Yeah, about 97. Pretty certain. Yeah, I think no. I was. Whatever year it was, I had. Oh, yeah. And I had about 3,000 videos in my bedroom. I had shelves full and full of videos. Cool. Now I've only got about 100. All the rare stuff, that you never find on video. They are video donuts. You won't find on DVD or Blu-ray, sadly, because some of the videos never got released on Blu-ray or DVD. Shame, but so yeah, but oh, they can be very flammable. That's why a lot of people use them in fire starters for bonfires. You throw one of them in, woo! I mean, I never did that. But yeah, I mean, it's good. It is good to downsize. It is. I mean, going back to what I started with, really, it does feel. I feel a lot more happier that I've downsized my collections. I got a little bit of money. That's how I bought that. That came from my books, lads. Sending them my books, I've got Scooby-Doo. So, I mean, who knows? 2-3 years down the line, the Playmobiles, I might end up getting with the Playmobiles at some point. You never know. That's it when they burn green. Yeah. Now I won't put them on fire. So, yeah, I think sometimes it feels good to downsize. I don't know if anybody in the comments would let me know how you feel if we could downsize. I mean, I know some of my friends who are collectors, and they feel they can't get rid of nothing. If they get rid of something, they need to have panic attacks. Now, I don't. Do I miss them when I get rid of stuff? Yes and no. Oh, is there a Playmobil Tom Baker? So have they done a TARDIS set then as well? In Playroom Bill. That's interesting. I wonder if they did a TARDIS set. Or Tom Baker. Well, if you got a Tom Baker one, or was it a special? Very interesting. I might have to do a search for that later. Yeah, that's the same with me, Palps. I rather people have more enjoyment of it than sitting in boxes. And you know, because it's like if I buy stuff, and Palps, I know you're a big collector like I am. When you run out of room, and we do run out of room. Now I'm lucky, I've got this whole place, but a lot of collectors only have one room. Okay, so America, and they've got sometimes big bloody rooms. But we all run out of room in our collections because, you know, because a lot of us, we don't just collect the one thing. We collect things of everything. A lot of us, we collect things that we had as a kid. And then you get things that you didn't have as a kid, but you wanted as a kid. So you get them. Then you see other stuff, like Lord of the Ring figures back in the 90s that came out. Joyous the 90s. But I've got a feeling it's more like early 2000s. No, it is the 90s, isn't it? Now, I wouldn't have bought them. Right. No TARDIS. Okay. That's a shame. So did they do 11th Doctor and Tom Baker, but you didn't have you didn't get the TARDIS, or there was no TARDIS? Yeah, collecting for variable is very risky. You are correct. I have heard so many, like Mikhail said early on, David, I don't know if you came in the chat early on, where Mikhail said about the Bean Babies. Right, no TARDIS, thank you. Now, like we know, the Bean Babies craze back in the late 80s, early 90s, some of them was going for thousands of pounds and dollars. Nowadays are worth nothing. Or very little. Now you imagine, right, you bought, like I said earlier on, one of them Bean Babies for £10,000 because you're collecting it for value that later on you sell that and you're going for profit. Well, straight away, like I was saying earlier on about overbuying stuff, you're not. Straight away, you just lost 10 grand. But yeah, like now, yeah, I mean, I think it's better. I mean, that's why I don't mind selling my stuff at times, because then it goes to new collectors. If say I had no room for this, I've got a whole shelf. I've made room for these. I had no room for this guy. Now, I would have put it in a drawer and put it away. Now, I would look at it now and gone, oh, look, that's really nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Then I'm going to put it away in the drawer. I guarantee you I'll totally forget about it. So what enjoyment have I got out of this? Being out of sight. No enjoyment. So, yeah, the dinkies, yeah, they are fine. Yeah, but the problem is, some of the dinky sellers are still trying to get the full money. I've seen it. I'll go to a lot of these toy shows and they still want £200 for that dinky that was worth £200 10 years ago. But yeah, you are right. Yeah, the trains and dinky are very hard, difficult to sell. They're even difficult to sell, even at tenors. I should know. I do sell stuff. And I have, yeah, time marches on. Yeah, very true. Gotta admit, I'm glad I think these are actually stuck on. No, I think they're part of the. No, they do come out. So yeah, I mean, it's good to let me put you back on charge. I don't need a bit on charge. So yeah, I mean, I'm having a good chat. I hope you all would join this chat. It is also what you remember. I mean, that's why I find it. I love Star Wars because it is something I really remember from my childhood. But I have sold this in the past. And 9 out of 10, the reason why I have sold my Star Wars toys back in the past was because, like I was saying earlier on, I needed this. And I think that's the same. A lot of, I mean, you know, to sell. And like I said, I look at this and I think, you know, because I like to be a bit of a travel blogger, I think, oh, I could sell all this and I could go traveling for quite some time. Yeah, but I don't think I would ever get if suddenly I had a bill came in tomorrow that said I blah 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 and I have to pay it and I have to get rid of it. I honestly don't think I would ever collect Star Wars again. I can't say never. Because this is my fourth time collecting Star Wars. But this is the fourth time that I've actually nearly enough completed the figure line. I have never completed any of them in the past. I haven't. Never came close till now. And that is the reason why I think I always say, if I got rid of them now, I don't think I would collect again. But I know other people who've sold their collections off, and then they get pulled in. You know, I can just see me getting rid of all this, and yeah, I would be heartbroken. I will tell you that. And yet, you know, once you make room, hello you. You right, madam? And you know, yes. Well, speak then. Say hello to people on the camera then. Go on then, say hello. No, all right. She's off. So yeah, and say I got rid of it all. Yeah, here we are. You go around toy fairs, and you end up seeing something again. You go, oh yeah, you pick it up, and it pulls you back in again. Faye, go right. She's trying to knock the camera off. Right, you. Don't chase the birds. And you see, I've got a little madam here, you know. That's why the camera's shaking, by the way. Come on, over here. So yeah, it's just, oh, you can get very annoyed rough when you're walking around. I mean, the first NEC I went to, and I had no intention of spending the amount of money that I spent, and I did. It's empty. All your fault. Yeah, I just, it pulls you in sometimes. It's like I went to the deal shop, Ram Collectibles. Now, I had no intention that day spending the amount of money I did. But at that time, I had been watching, and now this is another toy collection line that I've got rid of, a good 94% of it. I've only got 3 vehicles left and 1 play set. So 4 things. And some of the figures. So yeah. What's that? 95% dominant collection, really? Yeah. Yeah, you got the, yeah, saw the fish by plane in Thailand. Pull you straight in, and you now got the phone and the street. It put, something from the childhood, pulls you in. It does. I mean, it's like I could turn the camera around and I'll show you this lot. Bar with me. Right. Now, obviously, like these anime figures, never out in our day, but they pull me in because I've watched the show. But right here, Star Trek. Now, done in the 90s. Now, a lot of these are customs. They are. Because I didn't do all these figures. But they pulled me in. I watched the show as a kid. I did. So they pulled me in, even though it wasn't done as a kid. I wish they had. Because we could have had so much fun. How much fun do you think we would have had with these figures as a kid? Lots. But yeah, it's what I mean. Right, back to me. Now, on the other side, there we are. Another sample. I've got G.I. Joe, Action Force, Black Hole, and some Space Precinct in there. Now, I had a big collection of Action Force and G.I. Joe vehicles. I've now got rid of them all, apart from a very small percentage. Whoopsie daisy. So yeah, because the most funny thing is, I had Action Force as a kid, all second hand. Yeah, Mego, I've got them as well. Got they did do Mego, but they were toys, but I think you class them more as dolls. But they were figures as well. So, But yeah, these are from Playmates, they were. But yeah, all my Action Force G.I. Joe vehicles, yes, was all second hand. I bought them all from boot fairs back in the day when I was a kid. So, yeah, even though I had memories, but the core memories, as Mikhail said, would have been opening up a Star Wars figure. Opening up the Attack, even though I didn't have the Attack. Mum did actually try getting me it, I remember. She actually told me. One of the most popular sold out toys back in the day was the Attack. Or Mum just, couldn't afford it. Cool, I'm getting an itchy nose again. Someone's definitely talking about me. And so yeah, I didn't actually think we would go on this long, but was Action Man a doll or figure? Don't know. I can actually say a doll, but not. Because it's actually called Action Man figure. Yeah. Are you talking about the small ones, Angel? Yeah, I've got them. Very true, Mikhail. But I thought you might have liked him like I did when I was a kid. When I was 14. I was still playing with toys when I was 14 because I was a nerd. So I thought you was, so, I can't help that you had you more into PCs and computer games. Weird kid. But yeah, okay, them figures not worth much money even now. The 2000 jobs. So yeah, again, you think the Star Trek stuff, they only done 8 figures. I do believe it's 8. Might be more. I think it's 10 actually. Yes, you was a gaming nerd. Definitely going Britain's, yep. Now, I might take you off camera, might move you in a minute. Now, like I said, I have got rid of collections over the past. Another big collection I had was Britain's. American Civil War, Second World War, so on, so on. I had 50 to 60. Yeah, we know you're definitely a Barbie person. Yeah, I know. You play with too much with niche stuff. And I like a good Barbie now and again, but you know, that's another story. Um, Now, I didn't have nowhere to display them back in the day. They was all in the drawer, not on show. So, sold them. Yes, early ones before Britain's, I think, if I remember rightly. I'm going to show you. So we're coming off camera again. So we're going on a little move. Come with me, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Right, time to turn the camera. There we are. Now, because I've got a display place, I can see my Britons. These will stay. I won't get rid of these. You know. Okay, I can't actually open the cabinet up because I took the handles off because it had a picture on. And then I've got these guys up here. I mean, French Foreign Legion. I never saw it as a kid. And I still need to complete it. I've only got these 3 guys. I have. I'm trying to complete some of these lines. Now, I picked this up. I did. Well, actually, the cannon and that was actually given to me by the model shop, Kit Crazy. He gave it to me as a big thank you for filming his shop. So, but I found this guy. I did. I mean, look at the flag. I mean, I was only looking at it yesterday. I reckon a kid back in the day took a torch, took a lighter to it and burnt or matched and burnt it. Be battle damage. I mean, that's got story in. That has. It's like these. We all play with these, but I can put them on display. But the sad fact is, I would like to get more of the Britain stuff that I had as a kid. But I haven't got no way to display it properly. So, I can't really display it properly. So it upsets me. And I end up saying it. Right, back we go. So yeah. Right, bear with me. Just bring you back down again. Yeah. What's the time? Right. We're going to give it another 10 minutes and then we're in the stream. For real. I hope you all enjoyed this. And like I said, sometimes it don't hurt to declutter because you make room for new stuff. Because, like I said, that's a good film. I like that one. I made room for this guy and a Knight Rider. So yeah. Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. That's a good film. 70s, if I remember rightly. No, actually it's not. It's 1967, if I remember rightly. Pretty certain it is. Was it 1973? Don't know. It's it's something, isn't it? I mean, I think that, I'm doing a live stream on Thursday. I walk around London. So if you're around, it's going to be at 2 p.m. So I know not everybody is going to be around at 2 p.m. So if you're not, catch me on the rewatch. 1971. So I was right the 70s. I said 73, 71. 2 years before I was in fault of. And I think I might try and do another live stream back at home next Tuesday. I can't guarantee it, but I will try and think of another subject to have a chat about. Because I think it's been a good chat. We haven't just chat about decluttering and getting rid. We've also talked about cartoons. So I might idea for next Tuesday. I may do. Oh yeah, I do remember Starfleet. Yes. I've got to have a word with my friend. He said he had a box set for me. Yes, Jetsons. Starfleet. Good show. When is that on? No, it's not. It's not available on YouTube. Not complete series, anyway. Complete episodes. And then I will have a think of what to do for next week. It might be 80s films next week, I think. Not sure. But I'll have a think. Or TV shows. So yeah. I mean, I'm really glad. I haven't been hard about doing this. Mikhail said to me a couple of days ago when I've been decluttering, he said, "Why don't you do?" I said I was going to do a video, and he said, "Why don't you do a live stream? You normally do it on a Sunday when you're up London walking." I decided not to, but I thought, I thought none of my even a couple with Jason, yep, or a can of Pepsi Max. Well, diet actually. It's simply. And see what's going on. And yeah, if you wonder what that sound was, a light just showed into my into the garden. So yeah, I think that's what So that's why I did it. I thought I set it yesterday, I think, if I remember rightly. And yeah, so are you all enjoyed this chat? We'll have one last look at these, shall we? Before we go. And I will still be doing a video of these. I will. Showing what they're like, because some other people won't be watching the live streams on the catch up. So, did Shabby have a mark on his face? No. So yeah, it's been a really nice. I know I've had a maximum of 8 people. That was my phone messages. So Daphne, I got another Daphne, but I won't show it on camera. If I did, it has to be an 18 rating. Now it's quite funny, really, where did it move? Did it move? I remember that other toy version of Scooby-Doo. Look at that face. So yeah, I mean, you gotta admit, that is cool. That is a cool mystery machine. And it even comes with a light. Shame there ain't no other lights. And it even got a door. So yeah, not bad for £20. 25 altogether with post. So not bad at all. Right. I am gonna go. It's got a skirt on her. See? I know my 18 I know that 18 plus one has not got a skirt on. But I'm not going to show that one. But yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you on Thursday at London on another walkabout. If not, fingers crossed. Oh yeah, she ain't got a skirt on, has she? So what were them two? I know what them two was doing in the cab, don't we now? I just realised she has not got a skirt on. Stop mucking about with what's his name. I know you fancy him. Stop it. I I hope it's in the bag, or she ain't got no skirts. One of them two. And then I'll probably do another live stream next Tuesday. Might be about movies. Not sure yet. But anyway, I'm going, and I'll see you all later. Ta-ta for now. Right. Later all. I'm glad you enjoyed it, David, and I will see you all later. Right, I've got to remember how to turn this camera off now. Well, lens. Bye all. See you later.